Good day everyone, I'm Job Colliantes and in this video I will talk about the utilization of mathematics in the modern world. But before that, I have a question for you to ponder on. Have you thought of the fact that math is everywhere? Some assume that math is just for certain fields such as engineering, architecture, the natural sciences, and commerce. But little did we know that math can be found in the simplest things such as ethnic designs. In order to easily grasp the topic, I will name some important terminologies. According to UNESCO, culture is a set of distinctive material, intellectual, and emotional features of a social group that encompasses not only art and literature but also lifestyles. As defined by the United Nations, indigenous people are inheritors and practitioners of unique cultures and the ways of relating to people and the environment. Defined by Kumar, ethnic designs are traditional designs or patterns that has a process of history that began hundreds of years before and is influenced by historical, cultural, and social aspects of life. According to Folkerts, mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shapes of objects. As defined by Nieves, geometric designs are designs that mix of different shapes to create creative results or patterns. As defined by De Las Peñas, symmetry is the underlying mathematical principle for the analysis of a repeated pattern in a textile or fabric. Is mathematics plus culture really possible? Definitely! Introducing ethnomathematics. Ethnomathematics began as a topic of academic research during the 1980s by the Brazilian researcher Ubiratan de Ambrosio, who claimed that the standard Western mathematics is not the only mathematics in existence, and that various social, ethnic, and cultural groups have their own too. According to Rosa and Ori, ethnomathematics tackles the aspects of culture that is influenced by mathematics. The term ethno describes all of the ingredients that make up the cultural identity of a group. Mathematics expresses a broad view of mathematics which includes arithmetic, classifying, ordering, inferring, and modeling. Ethnomathematics is closely linked to the study of patterns that has two core concepts. The first one is isometries, which are transformations that use the process of moving a figure from one place to another at a relative distance. There are four types of isometries. The first one is translation, which moves a geometric figure in the plane by sliding it up, down, sideways, or diagonally in a definite direction. The second one is reflection, which flips the geometric figure to make a mirror image. The next one is rotation, which moves all of the points of the geometric figure at a certain angle except for a fixed point. Lastly, glide reflection applies translation first, then followed by a reflection or vice versa. The second concept is symmetry. A plane pattern has symmetry if there is an isometry of the plane that preserves it. The common types are rosette patterns, frieze patterns, and wallpaper patterns. Rosette patterns are groups of isometries which compose of rotations and reflections that forms a circular figure. Frieze patterns, on the other hand, are long strips of geometric figures repeated using various isometries. Lastly, wallpaper patterns are symmetries that are translated, or in other words, are stacked of frieze patterns that cover the entire plane. Now that we know the concepts of ethnomathematics, let's now apply it to ethnic textiles found across the Philippine archipelago. The Bagobo were the first ethnic group in Mindanao encountered by the Spaniards at the end of the 19th century. Its name was derived from the words bago meaning new and obo meaning growth, which refer to a recent formation of people along the Davao Gulf Coast. Here is an example of a Bagobo cloth. It consists of several frieze patterns. The first frieze pattern below features the crocodile design. Other symmetries are translations and reflections along vertical lines. You can pause the video to observe further. The next ones are the Tiboli, one of the indigenous peoples of South Cotabato in southern Mindanao. The Tibolis then reside on the mountain slopes of either side of the Upper Ala Valley and the coastal area of Maytum, Maasim, and Caiba. As of now, they are almost expelled from the fertile valley floor. Here is an example of the Tibolis Tinalak. As observed, the dominant symmetry is reflection symmetry. There are no rotations and glide reflections. You can pause the video to observe further. The next ethnic group are the Maranao. The Maranao is the term used officially by the Philippine government in reference to the southern tribe who are now the people of the lake called Ranao in the Iranawan language, a predominantly Muslim region in the Philippine island of Mindanao. The Maranaos are part of the wider Moro ethnic group who constitute the largest Moro ethnic group. Here is an example of a silk malong made by the Maranaos. The malong is adorned with a planar pattern consisting of crosses and flowers as motifs. A frieze pattern runs along the center of the malong. The Ilocano or Iloco people are the third largest Filipino ethno-linguistic group. They predominantly speak Ilocano and reside within the Ilocos region in the Philippines. Here is an example of binakol made by the Iloco people. This is an unusual variant of the binakol circular pattern. The design gives an illusion of quarter circles being repeated along the plane. You can pause the video to observe further. The last ethnic group that we are going to tackle today are the Tinguians, referred today as the mountain-dwelling people of Abra, Ilocos Sur, and Ilocos Norte. The name may have been derived from the term Tingwe or Tinggi, which means mountaineers or mountains. This blanket is woven in the Pinilian style. Pinilian means divided or separated, referring to the grid or checkboard style of the design. Motifs of the pattern are horses, guava leaves, and blossoms. This blanket is associated with the less wealthy class. You can pause the video to observe further. Now that we've learned about the concepts of ethnomathematics and its application in Philippine textiles, we are now going to discuss its relevance in the modern world. Number 1, the study of ethnomathematics will help on the perception of mathematics as a universal language and as a universal concept. Applying ethnomathematics can immortalize our own culture and heritage for the international community and the future generations of our nation to indulge to. It also helps to uphold our own brand of culture. The study of ethnomathematics can help to create a national identity for international distinction. Aside from agricultural products, ethnomathematics will also help ethnic groups work, in this case Philippine textiles, to be a forefront product in international trade. As aligned with the last relevance of ethnomathematics, here are the existing brands that are labeled as ethnical lifestyle brands that will definitely boost its economic potentials. In terms of clothing, Linea Ethnica is a retail clothing brand for classic dressers who want a contemporary twist using wefts and warps of culture. Linea Ethnica attempts to bring awareness to indigenous culture by incorporating their weaves into chic, modern wear. In bags or accessories, Akaba is an ethnical lifestyle brand that sells modern design bags through keeping the indigenous weaving process alive. The black bag is a vibrant langkit weave from the Maranao people of Lanao del Sur. The second bag is a tinalak by the Tiboli Dream Weavers of South Cotabato. The mask, on the other hand, is an Inabel weave from Ilocos Norte, hand-woven in Lawag City. Lastly, in home decor, the Philippine Textile Council, also known as HABI, maintains the declining weaving tradition by inviting local weavers, suppliers, designers, market experts, and the consumers in annual bazaar to uphold Philippine ethnic designs in everyday stuff from clothing to home decor. To wrap up the discussion, let us recount what we have learned today. Mathematics and culture can be mixed in the form of the study of ethnomathematics. Ethnomathematics has two key concepts, isometries and symmetries. Isometries has 4 main kinds: translation, reflection, rotation, and guide reflection. Symmetries, on the other hand, has 3 common types: frieze patterns, rosette patterns, and wallpaper patterns. Ethnomathematics can be observed in the different ethnic designs by the different ethnic groups in the Philippines, namely in Mindanao, the Bagobo, Tiboli, Maranao, and in Luzon, the Iloco and Tinguian tribes. Existing ethnical lifestyle brands such as Linea Ethnica, Acaba Bags, and the Philippine Textile Council or HABI that upholds the use of Philippine ethnic designs will be of great opportunity in terms of economic potential and by extension in international trade. I hope you learned a thing or two in our discussion for today, and thank you for listening. I would like to extend my gratitude to these academic materials such as these articles and researches that aided me in my discussion for today.